Hello everybody, my name is Jemmy, and today I will be doing part 2 of the Python bot series. And in this video, we're going to be covering a little bit more basics of Python, and we're going to look at, the basics of building a bot so we could go do it a little bit easier with knowing like the foundation, the basics. So yeah, let's start without further ado. So first things first, we're going to open VS Code. If you don't know how to install Visual Studios, in my previous video, there is a video showing you how to do it. But if you already have it downloaded, that's fine. Just press Visual Studio Code to open it up. Let me take from this screen. If you're wondering what's on my right side, again, it's my the things I want to touch on for this lesson. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have in total 4 parts that I want to touch on today, but these parts are very important, so we have to pay attention. So first things first, when we come into here, we're gonna press on New File. And we're going to choose Python file. If this doesn't show up, that means your extensions hasn't been installed yet. So go back to the previous video and install everything first. So we're going to choose Python file, which makes it the .pynb, and we can save it somewhere. I'm going to save it to my folder here, videos part 2. All right. So the first thing we're going to be learning is about dictionaries. In the last video, I showed you guys arrays or lists, and now we're going to be doing dictionaries. Dictionary is kind of like how you would view in real life. There's going to be a key and there's going to be a value. The key is basically like the word, and the value is a definition. I'll show you what it means. So in order to create a dictionary, actually let's do this first. So dictionary part 9, because last video is part 8. Dictionary. So in order to create a dictionary, we first have to have a name. My name would be my stats. Like, maybe stats in game. We have to know what they're at right now. So my stats equal to, and then these little, like, I don't know how to call it, like the PowerShell kind of colon. Well, I don't know what to call it, but let me search it up. What's that called? It is called comma, no, parentheses, bracket, angle bracket. What? I can't find anything about it. Hold on. What is that called? Let me. They call it curly brackets. All right, it's called a curly bracket. So we have to have 2 curly brackets to declare a variable. Press enter. Dictionary. Press enter, and you can see it spaces out for us, nice and neat. So let's start off with declaring some keys inside of this dictionary. Our first key is going to be a string called let's say health, because that's pretty important, right? Health, and we're gonna have a colon here to define what health is, and we're gonna say health is, let's 100. That's full health, right? So health is 100, comma, this is to separate each word and definition or key and values. Health. Next, we're gonna have mana, because that's important, right? Mana, let's say we used up a little bit, let's say 75. Next one, we're gonna have, hunger. Hunger is about, maybe we're a bit hungry, 60. And then we have water levels, or just water. And I guess we're pretty good on water. We have like 80 or something. All right, so that's our stats for our stats right here. Oh wait, I almost forgot one thing. This is a bit complicated, but we're gonna have maybe we're gonna have like some Pokemons inside of our statistics. Keep track of what Pokemons we have right now. So we're going to create a list inside of this dictionary called Pokemon. So in order to do that, we're going to do another string, Pokemon. This is going to be a bit different from declaring a normal list, but because we're doing it inside of a dictionary, so we're going to have Pokemon as a string, and then we're going to do this thing, like the square brackets, and remember to put a comma every time you separate. All right, and then inside of Pokemons, we're going to have 3 Pokemons. Obviously, we're going to have Pikachu, because who doesn't want Pikachu in their Pokemon? Or let's say Pokedex, actually. Pokedex, yeah. Inside their Pokemon sounds weird. Inside their Pokedex. Pikachu, Raichu, maybe. Let's just do Pikachu evolution. Raichu. Let's put Pichu in front. Oops. Pichu. Perfect. So we have our Pokedex right here, which consists of Pichu, Pikachu, and Raichu. So yeah, that's our statistics right now. And let's see what we can do with this dictionary. So first things first, we're obviously kind of print it, right? Because that's what everybody does. Right? Yeah, hopefully it's not just me. But I just want to print it and see what it looks like first. So let's play. And there you go. It has health, mana, hunger, water, Pokedex, and then we have our Pokemons. Okay, so once we have printed it out, there's nothing special about it. There's nothing like too crazy. Now, what if we decide to, want to only look at health? How do we do it? You have to have the key name in here. So we're gonna do bracket and then our key name, so health, like so. And as you can see, it prints out the value of health, which is 100. If we try to do for mana, 75, and then so on and so on. Let's try Pokédex. Let's see what happens there. Pokédex. Nope. Pokédex. All right. It's gonna be Pichu, Pikachu, and Raichu. So yeah, that's basically it. However, what if we want the first Pokemon inside of our Pokédex, inside of our statistics? Let's see. So in order to do that, we're gonna have to print out the list name first, and then outside of these brackets, outside the first brackets, we're gonna add another one, and we're gonna choose which one we want. Remember, a list always starts from 0. A list or an array. So 0, 1, 2, right? So we're gonna start with 0. Let's see. But bam, Pichu right there. So we took one specific one out. All right, that's pretty good. And what if we just don't want the values? What if we just want to see our statistics? Maybe like we want to see what we have, what our criteria is, what to stay alive or whatever. We can do that as well. Let's comment this out. All right. So we can do that by saying print my stats dot let's pretend we want the definition or like the stats, so dot keys, like this dot keys with parentheses. Let's play it out. There you go. It gives a list of our dictionary keys: health, mana, hunger, water, and Pokedex. We could do the same thing for values as well. Dot values, play it out. As you can see, 100, 75, 60, 80, and then our list. So yeah, that's basically it for dictionaries. Of course, you can add, remove, pop, I'll do all those stuff you want to do with an array. You could do with a dictionary as well, but it's not as important right now. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. And if you don't know how to comment, if you don't know how to comment like bulk like this, just do control and slash. It's really easy. It's like a new hack I just learned. So yeah. After this, let's go to part 10. So part 10, let me zoom in just in case. Okay, part 10 is going to be about while loops. So while loops are pretty interesting because they go on until it's over. So let's create an example. Let's pretend we got injured, right? And our health is down. So let's say we have a variable called health. Health equals to, we're like injured right now, so probably pretend 15. That's pretty low. 15, health equals to 15. We're gonna do while health equals or is less or equal to, less or equal to, no, just less than 100. Then what do we want to do? We want to heal, right? So we're gonna do health plus equal to basically means, or equal to plus, I don't know, equal to plus, like this. Well, one of these ways, probably this one. It's going to basically say health will add on top of itself how much we want. So we're gonna say maybe by 10. All right, so we're gonna add, every time it loops, we're gonna add 10. We're also gonna print out health, every time, so we can see the progress going up. And once it's over, we just stop. So yeah, let's actually import time as well. Import time. Time is already built in, just let that be. And we're gonna do time dot sleep. We're gonna set this as like 0.2 maybe, so every time it has a little delay. Let's see, there you go, 25, 35, 40, 55, 65, blah blah blah, until 105. So when it reaches 105, it overheals, but can't hurt to have extra more health, right? So yeah, that's basically our while loop. And yeah, that's basically it. So that's how to use while loops. You can even make this a little bit more complicated if you want, and I'll show you how to do that later. So let's control slash this. All right, let's move on to our part 11. Wait, hashtag part 11, which is going to be for loops. So for loops is another loop that we use a lot in this program. So pretend, let's say, maybe we want them to list out our Pokemon in our Pokedex. So let's go back up here, grab our Pokedex really quickly. We might need to edit this a little bit because we have to make it an array now. So Pokedex equals to there. All Right, so now we have an array called Pokedex with our Pokemon inside, and we're gonna say for I in range, like so. We actually no. Let's say 4 values in Pokedex, like so, and then we're gonna have a colon here. Enter, print. Try it out. Oh, there you go. So instead of print Pokedex I, we're just gonna print I because we already have Pokedex in here. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, let's move on to part 12. Part 12 is about functions. And basically like what a function is when you have a set of code that you can call up multiple times. Instead of having the entire thing, you can have like you can have it grouped and you can just call it. Like pretend walking would be a function, right? So we don't have to say right foot forward, left foot forward, right foot forward, left foot forward. We just say walk and it will just do it for us. So yeah, let's learn how to define a function first. So in order to define a function, we have def for define, and then we're gonna have our function name. I'm gonna grab our healing right here. So we might use this Control C, Control V. Let me delete this stuff. All right, so we're gonna have our function as define heal. And inside of heal, this is a local variable. It's basically going to, when we call the functions, we need these like things inside of the function. So we're gonna have one that says equipment or part, I guess. And then this is basically what we're gonna heal. And our other one is gonna be health, current health. Okay, so we have 2 local variables here. We're gonna press a colon, enter. All right, while we have in here, we're gonna grab all of our list of our heal. Put that inside. All right, time.sleep. Maybe we could delete this. We don't need this, or we could leave it in as if we want to. And we could just say import time here. Or no, let's just delete it. It's fine. All right. So once you have something like this, we should be a-okay. So let's try calling up a function really quickly. So we're gonna call up heal equipment. We're gonna say sword. Maybe our sword got damage. Let's say our sword is at like 20 right now, 20 health, let's say. As you can see, it heals our sword. Oh, I forgot one important thing. Instead of printing health, let's do print equipment. Equipment, comma, we're gonna say colon, comma, and we're gonna say health. This way it looks more natural instead of just this. Let's compare them. You can see sword is at this much, sword 30, sword 60, sword 70, sword 80, 90, 100. So yeah, that's basically it for heal. And now let's move on to part 13. Part 13. Part 13 is calling functions. You might be wondering, hey, what's the point of calling a function? But then we just call one. We did, but we're gonna call from another file. Calling function from another file. So this way we can have multiple functions, not in one file, because that's a bit redundant, if you ask me. So yeah, let's create a new file right here. New, we can do new text file, and we're gonna Control S. We're gonna go to our Python bot, or wherever you store it. We're gonna rename this to function heal.py, like so. Then we're gonna copy and paste this entire thing, or just this part. Paste into here, and run it, and save it. All right, once you've done this, we have a function heal.py ready to go. And let's comment this out. Oh, it's my bad. Control like that. All right, and just to make sure it doesn't work anymore, we're gonna copy this and we're gonna paste it in here. So make sure that the function is out, right? As you can see, it's gonna say undefined. Heal is not defined, as you can see. So it doesn't work anymore. But in order for it to work, we can do it really simply. We just do import and our file name function heal.py. So let's do function from function heal.py, or yeah, function heal.py import import heal, like so. We're gonna press play. No module named function heal.py. All right, well, what if we try from file heal, function heal? There you go. So it has, you can't have .py after it. Just do from function heal import heal, and as you can see, you'll do this. Let's pretend we have multiple what do you call it? Multiple functions inside of this file. So let's say attack. So instead of plus, it's going to subtract from health until if health is less or is greater than 0, we're going to subtract until it's more than 0. So we're going to try it out. All right. So let's, instead of heal, and then in order to, do this, we, instead of only saying import heal, we're going to import the star, which basically says import every single function. So once we do this, we can grab this, Control C, Control V, enemy. Let's say their health is like really much, like maybe 700 was a bit too much, maybe like 150. Okay, let's see this. So bam. This, oh, what? Oh wait, we didn't save it or something? Okay, let's save this. All right. Oh, we did heal. No wonder. Attack. All right, play. As you can see, our sword heals up while our enemy decreases from 140 to 0. So yeah, that's how to call functions from another file. And that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye.